What do you mean this construction will cost 500 emeralds? It's just one small house. Ugh, no wonder you're called the Shady One. Because you overprice your construction. Hello everyone, Aaron Fitzingers here, and here we are with another Minecraft mod showcase. As you can see, we are not in the laboratory, we are here in a random village on a very flat world. Because the mod we'll be going over is too big for the lab. Too big, well, for it to display in it, and for some of its functionalities. And as you can see, there's a house under construction here because of this darn lazy villager wanting 500 emeralds just to build a simple structure. Well, then again, there's really not a lot of stuff around here. But we're going to have our own little construction thing. So let's get started. Now, this is a very good mod for those of you that do not want to build all duplicated buildings hand by hand. Now, the architect table is the most important thing when it comes to copying a building structure. But if you put it down, nothing happens. For it to work, you need landmarks. To craft the landmark, you will need 1 lapis and 1 redstone torch. And the architect table, 2 ink sacs, 2 dandelion yellow, 1 blueprint, 2 blue gears, a crafting table, and a craft gears, so on, wood gear. I'm not going to go over every single crafting recipe, well, because I'll let you do it, because, to save time. Now, to properly get this thing working, you need to put the landmarkers, right-click to connect them. There. Dirt blocks up here. And there you go. Put the architect table right there. It'll form a blue and black line. Next, you'll need, which is another important block. Next, you'll need a blueprint. To craft a blueprint, you'll need a piece of paper and a lapis. So a blueprint is quite expensive. Well, because of the lapis, not the paper part. The paper, it's just super easy to get. Now you can name your structure if you want, so that if you have a bunch of blueprints, you can tell which is which. So in this one, we're going to name it Blacksmith. There you go. Put the blueprint there. And as you can see, it's scanning the whole structure. It'll scan all blocks, redstone mechanics, and it'll even scan inventory and chests. And as you know, blacksmiths are known for having loot. So then, if you go here, blueprint. A blacksmith by Aaron 50 Snickers. Put that up. And then we're going to be going, and the next block we're going over, which will build it, is, well, of course, the builder. Now, you won't need to set these landmarks because when you put the blueprint in there, it'll form the area. And it'll show all the blocks that are needed for the structure. Now, unlike the architect table, this one requires power. So, for this mod, I have installed Buildcraft, for a source of power. Now, I will be going over Buildcraft in the future. It's going to be a multi-part video because of a lot of things that this mod has. Seriously. Exploring planets and stuff. But, all right, never mind. Let's continue. And this will tell you all the materials you need. And any items that were in the chest will show up too. So we'll need a whole lot of cobblestone. And watch what happens when you put them down. It'll place them down. Ain't cool, ain't it? As you see, pull out the leftover cobblestone. Let's do it next. And we need a oak wood plank. Set that up. Next. And slowly, if you progress. But what will save you time is if you collect the materials ahead of time Then once you get it all set up, you can just throw it all in there and then it'll all set. Now, the only glitches and problems with this would be the fluids. Because you're going to have to place the fluids down yourself for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't work. Well, or at least I just don't know how to get it working. So in this case, you take 2 buckets of lava, put them in the proper places, which that works too. As you can see, I won't need any more of the lava. We need 2 wooden stairs, oak. Now, it has to be block by block. This is what happens when you place a foreign block inside it. It'll be destroyed. Okay, now we need a chest. Chest? Okay, look, that's having trouble. We need some iron bars. No. Fences. A wooden pressure plate. Two furnaces. Now, you don't have to build it like completely the way up. You could cancel the table, and there you go. And also, you get the blueprint, and you can distribute this throughout all building structures. As you can see, let's go inside. It's exactly like a spinning image. That's what makes this mod so unique. Okay, next we go over the quarry and the mining well. Now, there's a difference between the quarry and the mining well. A mining well would just dig blocks, like get rid of all blocks down below it. As you can see, it just pulled up 3 dirt. It'll keep going until it hits bedrock or fluids. Now, to craft the mining well, you'll need iron block, 6 iron ingots, an iron gear, an iron pickaxe, and a redstone torch. Not that expensive, but the quarry, oh my gosh, this is really expensive. You need 3 iron gears, 2 gold gears, 2 diamond gears, a diamond pickaxe, and a redstone. Now, this thing is super expensive. Now, as you can see here, it has created an area. You can customize this area to a custom shape. As you can see here, just gonna put this straight, elongated. There you go. Put the quarry down, and there you go. It'll create the custom size. Just apply power to it. What it'll do is that it'll create any blocks that are in the way will be destroyed. Now, this is the best part of this is that you can have this set up, mining everything, and you can just go off doing something. You can leave your computer and it'll run everything. That's what makes this so fun. Now, there is a mod, the Enhanced Quarry mod, which is compatible with the Buildcraft mod. And you can enchant these quarry blocks, so that they can dig, like, oh my gosh, they could go super lightning fast. Lightning fast. Okay, now next we have fluids. We have a pump and then a filler. The filler, now the pump, you'll need iron ingots, a redstone, gear, tank, and bucket. Craft tank, you need 8 glass blocks. Now, the reason why I can't craft the filler, I think because there's a special crafting table you need, the laser. But we're going to be going over all the basics of industrial craft. Now, the pump, what it does is that any fluids down below, like, it'll set. And all it needs is just a source of power to activate it. See? It's sucking up the water, but being that this is water, it's a self-regenerative fluid. Now, if you break it, these water shards will fall. And these will have 500 MBs of water, which that's a fluid measurement with this mod. Now you could put this inside, put inside a fluid extractor, and it'll extract all the fluid from the shard. And the filler, what it does is you pump water into it, and then it'll just fill an area. For example, put the filler here, put the pump here, and we're gonna need some piping. Okay, cobblestone. We're gonna need these piping. Okay, put that here. There. Okay, that doesn't seem to be working. But I'll have to use the Buildcraft tubing for now. What? Okay, looks like the filler doesn't work. Okay, so it looks like we're going to use the floodgate. Now, as you can guess, the floodgate... I don't know what's going on with the filler. I'm going to have to look up how the filler works. You pump water into it, and then it'll fill the empty area. As you can see, so you can fill up that hole without having to do all the work with buckets and blocks and risk of drowning yourself. Voila! Now, what the Buildcraft mod really introduces is way of transporting items. Like we have these engines. And what do these engines do, you may ask? Well, observe. We put that here. We put grab a whole bunch of grass blocks there. And to craft these, you will need sealant. Yeah, but I'm not going to show everything. Now you need an engine, which there are 4 engines available. There's redstone engine, a Stirling engine, combustion engine, and creative engine. Now the higher the power of these engines are, the more items it'll pull. The redstone is the most basic one you could get. It's really cheap, and it's activated redstone. So turn it on. It'll make this pumping animation, and then it'll take all the it'll take a certain amount of items at a time from one chest or inventory, and then it'll transport it to the other. Now there are multiple kind of pipes which they each have their own abilities, such as a sorting pipe and other stuff. Now the combustion requires fuel and coolant. The Stirling requires burnables, such as coal, charcoal, lava. Then we have a tank. A tank, which you can use. No, not an army tank, but a fluid tank. You can fill it with fluids. And it's a really useful thing to have. But then we come here to the distiller. The distiller is a miniature refining block. Now to craft this, you'll need 2 redstone torches, a diamond gear, and 3 tanks. Now what this does, and observe, you put oil into it. And what it'll do is that it'll refine it and split it up into 2 different fluid. As you can tell, we see the 2 fluids. There's fuel, which is you can use for the gen, and then there's this gas. And that is gaseous fuel. Now you have to be careful and maintain this, otherwise it'll just congest up your system. So make sure you put it into a tank somewhere. To go over. Okay, and that's pretty much it for this mod. So if you like it, please get in the description below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell so you'll be notified of all my new uploads. Now, thank you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.